Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahla wa marhaban bikum. A very good morning to you and welcome to Horizon TV this beautiful Friday morning of the 2nd May of 2025. My name is Zamzam Ahmed and this is the Muslim Insight Show. My sign language interpreter is Ilhan Noor, and today I am joined by two great gentlemen here in studio. We have Yusuf Maroka, who is an education consultant. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We also have Siddharth Lamba, who is a senior manager at Chandiga University in India. Hello, good morning.
Good morning and greetings from Chandiga University, India.
Karibu sana. Kenya hakuna matata. You know, that is the word they like using mostly. Anyways, welcome to Horizon TV.
Thank you.
And today our topic of discussion is from Kenya to the world. We know people travel outside Kenya for variety reasons, including seeking better jobs, pursuing education, experiencing new cultures, and more escaping to more stable environments. But today I want us to look more deeply on pursuing education. That's why you have this great gentleman, Yusuf Maroka, who is a study abroad consultant, and Siddharth Lamba, who is a senior manager at Chandiga University in India. Maybe to start off our conversation on matters of education, let me start off with you, Mr. Yusuf. What's the status of university education in Kenya right now in terms of the education quality and the time spent in university?
Thank you very much, Zamzam. Thank you very much, Horizon TV. I've been here several times, wearing different, caps. So today I'm under education consultants. So I work with the Imperial. We do education consultancy, all the way from counseling to flying. Now, the question is very important, especially at this time. It has two areas in terms of quality and in terms of time spent. Okay. So the status of education in Kenya, especially tertiary university, when it comes to quality, we are doing well. I can't say the quality is low. However, my main concern is the interference and distractions that happen in the process of learning. Maybe you join a university and then you find that in between there are some distractions, several lecturers sometimes having strikes, student strikes. So all this affects the quality. Also, student-lecturer ratio in some universities, some courses you find that one lecturer versus 30, 40, or sometimes even 100 in a big hall. So I feel that these have been affected somehow in terms of, have affected the quality of education. When it comes to time, I will cite the recent scenario that happens at one of our universities, that students graduated after 9 years of studies. The course that was supposed to take between 4 and 5 years, it took them 9 years. So in some areas, we find that it may take too long because of the interference and distractions that happen in the process of learning. But generally, education in Kenya, I can say it is that in business, we say when there are 3 areas when business collapses, and one of them is when there is change of either management or change of system. And we understand that we are moving from 844 to CBE right now. 2 weeks ago it was CBC. Right now it is CBE. Okay. So we are still in that transition mode. So it will take some time, I understand, before it stabilizes. Yeah.
And Mr. Siddharth, we've heard the situation or the status of university education in Kenya right now. Maybe you can hear from your end the status of education in India compared to Kenya, as we have heard from Mr. Yusuf Maroka.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity. I would like to add on a few very insightful information on this. When we are comparing the education system in the schooling level, especially when it comes to up to till grade 12, It is almost similar in Kenya and in India. But when it comes to higher education, so Indian higher education is highly regarded in this world. You can see the best professionals, doctors, you can see the scientists, you can see the engineers. They are all coming from India. You can see to the specific, I would like to highlight the engineers, the scientists, agencies like NASA. You can see the majorly scientists are from India. You can see the best professional doctors from all different parts of this world. They're coming from India. So Indian higher education system is providing such a unique base, such a highly talent to these professionals. So they can, with the learning, they can explore themselves, and yes, they can giving this to the world in a such unique way. So yes, I'm really, I would say that the Indian education system is highly regarded in this world, yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Sidat. You know, talking about the status of university education in Kenya, there are some few things that you have mentioned that I can call it challenges. Maybe we can hear it directly from you. What are the major challenges facing the education system in Kenya right now?
Yeah, picking from what I mentioned earlier, the first challenge is as I said, time spent during the study period. If sometimes the political status in Kenya is not very stable, and the first people who suffer, the first casualties are students, especially universities that are within the cities, because unfortunately, some of politicians or people who want to destabilize the nation use them, because they are the Gen Zs, okay, so they are easily accessible and they can be manipulated easily. So you find that maybe to some extent they are used to disrupt learning in universities. So that is one of the challenges that we face. The second challenge, I think I have to be bold here, is uncertainty when it comes to job offers after studies. One is studying, but he's not very sure. I was going through social media sometimes back, and someone was telling his friend that after studies, you will find me here roasting maize, you know, choma mahindi on the road. We will meet here. So you are studying, but there is no assurity. You are not very sure that after my 4 years studies, my 3 years, my 5 years, will I be employed or not? Will I get job offer directly or not? So that is also another challenge. Another challenge is it comes to financial support. We are a middle class nation. Most of our students are from humble background, so when it comes to tertiary education, it becomes a little bit challenging when it comes to funding their studies. And many more. We can go on and on, but I think those are some of the major challenges that we are facing as far as education system in Kenya, especially at the tertiary level, is concerned.
And what about the education quality? Is that a challenge?
Not really. Yeah, Kenya has one of the, for so many years, we know that our system has one of the most vibrant, like the 844 system was very strong. So it produces very strong people. So I don't think the system itself has a challenge. Maybe the way the delivery of the system, the curriculum needs some polishment. That's why we have the CBE coming in. But the system generally, the quality of education, I don't think has been compromised. Yeah, I think the practicability part of it, that is where now we need to look into it with a deep eye. Yeah.
Wow. Maybe coming to you, Mr. Sidat, picking from what you said earlier about India producing the best doctors, India producing the best engineers, the best neurosurgeons, etc. Maybe you can tell us a bit about Chandiga University.
Surely. Chandiga University is India's #1 private university. And yes, this is QS when it comes to Asia or specific India. So this is QS highly ranked university in India. So overall, if I have to talk about the Chandigarh, it is very huge university, spreading more than 200 hectares of land. So all the infrastructure, starting with the classrooms, with the project labs, hostel facilities, sports arenas, food joints, and along with that there's many other facilities like banking facilities and facilities like hospitals. So all these facilities is available inside the campus. When it comes to the student ratio specific from Africa, so right now we do have 2,500 plus students from Africa, those who are studying in more than 140 different programs which we are offering at undergraduate level, master's level, even at the PhD level. So all these 3 levels we are offering in Chandigarh. And yes, this is a really good opportunity for the students, those who are looking further for the higher education in India.
Now, talking about Chandigarh having 2,500 plus Africans enrolled there, there must be a collaboration as to how maybe you got these students to study at Chandiga University. So what are there any collaborations between Kenya universities and India universities?
Yes, when it comes to the collaboration part, so I would happily say that Chandigarh University is having a collaboration in India, collaboration between India and Kenya. So universities like Kenyatta University in Kenya and other universities like KCA University in Kenya. So we are having 2 different kind of collaborations. The first collaboration says under the collaboration there is a student exchange programs. So student can come to India for a semester, and yes, they can be a part of that learning environment. The second collaboration we are having with the faculties level. So yes, there are many faculties from these universities, they can come to Chandigarh and they can take a session with Chandigarh. So these are the collaborations right now we are currently having with these 2 universities in Kenya.
Thank you so much, Mr. Siddharth. Talking about collaboration, let me come to you, Yusuf, as the education consultant in Kenya right now. How do education consultants in Kenya collaborate with international universities to help students who want to explore other options outside the country?
Yeah, thank you very much. You can't go to study abroad before you go through the channels. We know we have so many scams and many people have been conned through the process. So the collaboration here is the universities abroad approach us as consultants or the partner universities in Kenya, and we become the recruiters. We become the bridge between students in Kenya and universities abroad. Why am I saying this? Because we have the MOU. We know the universities, we know the curriculum, because we can't just take any students abroad to a university that maybe after studies he won't get, it will be useless for that person in his future life. So the main thing we do is we do research on behalf of the students. So when you come to me and you say, I want to study, for example, in Chandiga University in India, I know upfront from the grades you need to have, the courses that are available, over 140, plus the facilities and everything, and what will happen after the 4th year. So that helps the universities abroad, because they know we have people on the ground. So they don't have to, they visit us once in a while just to see how we are doing, but they are very comfortable knowing that we are trained. We know the universities abroad in out. We have visited those universities. So when we talk of hostel, it's not something that we've seen. When you talk of the cafeteria facilities, talk of lecture hall and facilities. So that is the main collaboration and relationship between universities abroad and us. And that is how we support them in terms of students recruitment and study abroad.
Now that is the collaboration between the consultants and the universities abroad. What about the collaboration between the consultants and the government, maybe, or the consultants and the universities that are in Kenya right now?
Yeah, you know, when it comes to study abroad, first of all, it sounds a little bit scary when it comes to local universities, because somehow, if it is in the market area, I will feel like, why are you taking my client to somewhere else? However, we will not run away from that. Even universities locally, sometimes there are collaborations, there are programs that they need their local students to go and do it in the international universities. So as an agent, as an agency that I work with, we must be registered. So we are registered by CUE, the Community for University Education in Kenya, because we deal with university education. So we are fully registered, no beating around the bush. And when it comes to supporting students or universities locally with the with the universities abroad, it is when a student wants to, like what he said, to extend some programs in universities abroad. For example, we may have local universities offering medicine. Maybe when it comes to maybe heart surgery or cardiologist, and they want to do some research deeper on the issue of cardiologist, they will have to go to India. So that is where now our relationship and the partnership between local universities and international universities come in. Okay. So as much as there might be a thin line, still there will be a collaboration and relationship between local universities and international universities.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll come to something else, but let me come first to you, Mr. Sidat. We know that Kenyans travel to India for treatment. It's normally known for treatment. Why would Kenyan students want to study in India? Okay, so if we can see the historical part, like in history, there are many Kenyans who travel to India for the medical treatment point of view. Yeah. But let me add on the reason why should they are traveling to India for the medical treatments, because it gives them the affordability part. The medical treatment in India is highly affordable. So yes, on that behalf, I would like to add on. So we are giving such a good doctors in the medical treatment. We are giving such a good people in the education sector who can teaches them well for the higher education, and after that they will become the professionals over there for the medical treatment point of view. So yes, India is giving a platform to all these international students who are willing to learn something good in different kind of programs. So yes, these are the reasons which is actually available for the Kenyan student if they want to explore India in terms of education. So this is a really nice opportunity for them. Maybe you can talk about the scholarship. Is it are there any scholarship opportunities, or it's just an individual funded education?
Yes, when it comes to the scholarship part, so Chandiga University always reward to the good academic background students. So yes, if somebody is having a good academic result at the KCSE level or at the advanced level, so yes, they are eligible for getting the scholarship from Chandiga University.
Now let me come to you, Mr. Yusuf. We've talked about the challenges that faces the education system in Kenya right now, or in the university education right now. Maybe you can talk about the challenges these students are facing while applying for courses outside the country.
Thank you very much. First challenge is lack of awareness.
Okay.
Some students just wake up and they're told by their friends and peers, apply through this channel. Social scam has become widespread. You get a link, apply for 100% scholarship or green card or whatever. So that is challenge number one. And because our youth, I can say they don't have a way of sieving the information. They consume almost everything they find online. So many have been scammed. So that is number one challenge. Challenge number two, some of our students or youth, sometimes they're torn in between what to do in terms of courses. They're not very sure. So they actually need some career counseling and guidance for them to be able to understand. And that's why we come in as an agency. We do career assessment and psychometric assessment, whereby if you feel like you're really confused, the confusion comes in two ways. Either you're completely confused, you don't know what to do, or you are too good, you scored good grades, you're sharp, and you're now confused between which courses to take. There we are there to support. So challenge number one is coming. There are so many quack and fake people who just want to sniff people money, take people money. And number two is confusion when it comes to subject selection. Number three, studying abroad. Many don't exactly know why okay, when you hear about studying abroad or going to study abroad, some in their mentality is not about studying per se. It's just about finding a way of penetrating towards maybe going to the countries abroad. So when they arrive there, they find that there is no a relationship between, they want to achieve what took them there. So they run away from studies, they skip lessons, they disappear into the thick dark, and that becomes another challenge. Yeah, and sometimes here you find that we have, I can say, parents or guardians who may not be very supportive when it comes to students studying abroad. So funds are not there. These are some of the challenges that they face. Okay.
According to these challenges they are facing on the lack of awareness, not knowing what to do or what course to take, and funds being the main issue. As a consultant, maybe what are the strategies you've put in place in order to support these people, or maybe to assist these people in terms of maybe curbing these challenges they are facing?
Yeah, I'll start with the most important one that many people want to hear about it, that is the finance part of it.
Okay.
As a consultancy, we are not only there to serve ourselves, to get the commissions and pay our people. No. Every client to us is very important, and we have categorized them. When a client comes and you do the consultation, you do the counseling and consultation, you will be in a position, because one of the questions is, what is your budget? So you'll be in a position as a counselor to understand that this person, his budget is this level. Okay. Now, one of the things we do, passionately, is whenever we visit these universities abroad to seek for partnership, we always ask for scholarship opportunities. And that's why Chandiga is one of the universities in India that has offered us 50% scholarship, provided you qualify. Yeah, once you qualify, you have your 50%, and it is not for only once, it is for the entire study period. So as an agency, we look into a situation where how can we come in to support the community through scholarship. So we have partnered with so many universities. We have a university in Malaysia that offers up to 100% scholarship, and I want to thank your employer, Jamia Mosque, because we have partnered with them, and I think very soon they will be taking at least 5 every year to go and study. And Chandiga is here also to offer 50%. So that is one. Number two, we offer all these services free of charge, the consultancy. So you come to my desk, even if it will take 3 months, I will never charge you. Because why should I charge you to consult you, to guide you, to counsel you? So because they face this challenge, and we support them free of charge. We start in high school, by the way. It's not just, so if we visit high schools while they're still in Form 2, Form 3, we share this information free of charge. And when they come to our offices, we do it free of charge. And after that, even as they travel, we still counsel them. Most of them, they have homesickness when they arrive there. We still do that. So those are some of the measures we have taken to support this youth when it comes to studying abroad and challenges they are facing.
Wow. Thank you so much. Maybe let me come to you, Mr. Siddharth. Talking about the challenges students face here in Kenya while they are applying for courses outside the country. There are students that you have received. There are students that have enrolled in your university, Chandiga University. Probably, what are the challenges these students are facing while in Chandiga University?
Okay, so when it comes to the challenges part, because few of the students having some homesickness. Okay, so somebody is like, they are living in their home and they never traveled in any of the foreign country previously. So yeah, this is the #1 challenge which we can face. And like for this challenge, yes, there is a proper dedicated team over there who are doing the proper counseling to these students. Because at your home, you cannot grow up yourself. So you have to come out from your home if you want to learn, if you want to achieve something in your life, in your career. So definitely this is only the challenge which we face, and rest of the things are like there's a proper dedicated team in the Chandiga University. So this team is very helpful for taking care for all kind of issues whatsoever the student is facing internationally. So they can come to this team, and yes, this team is always available for helping them.
Thank you so much. I would wish us to take a short break, and we will be back with more, because I know most people want to hear of the benefits of studying abroad. They want to know why should they study abroad, and we will look at that in our second segment, inshallah, so stay tuned.
Verse of the day.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى أن يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكن خيرا منهن ولا تلمزوا أنفسكم ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون. Kuna faida gani twapata tukimjua Mtume sallallahu alaihi wasallam,
nabii mwenye ushawishi mkubwa duniani?
Tukizikwa tukitiwa kaburini, tutaulizwa haya maswali matatu: man rabbuk, ma dinuk, man nabiyuk.
Sheikh Jamaluddin anakupa simulizi.
Huwezi kumpenda mtu usiyemjua
na kutambua sunna zake,
lakini ukimjua na ukimtambua Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, mapenzi yako yatazidi.
Ufahamu Rasulullah, familia na maswahaba wake. Tazama sira ya Mtume kila Jumatatu saa 1 jioni kwenye Horizon TV. Horizon TV, the beacon for the nation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying here with us at Horizon TV. This is the second segment of the Muslim Insight, and our topic today is from Kenya to the world. Why do students go outside the country to seek other opportunities? Or there are a variety of reasons as to why students or people travel outside the country. And today we're talking about pursuing education, and especially at Chandiga University. We were looking at the challenges the students are facing while applying for courses outside the country, and we also looked at the various things on the status of education in Kenya right now, why students are pursuing education outside the country, among other things. And in this segment, I want us to look at the benefits of students going outside the countries, pursuing education outside the country. I know we've talked about the challenges being faced by many in Kenya, and you talked about lack of awareness, not knowing what to study or what course to take, and especially and most importantly, the financial issue. And you've also told us about how they can cope with these challenges, or maybe how they can maneuver when these challenges arise. Maybe you can tell us about how do you, talking about lack of awareness, how do you maneuver that? How do you help people be aware of what they are supposed to do and everything?
Yeah, thank you very much, Zamzam. Just to pick from where I left, I mentioned like two. Number one, we collaborate. We collaborate with schools. We have very good partnerships. Within Nairobi, we work with almost 150. We don't segregate the so-called top schools and also the local ones, so all the private and public schools. So we collaborate with schools, we visit schools, we offer free services, career talks, free of charge. As I said, from as low as Form 2, then we work with them all the way. Number two, we also offer training for teachers, career teachers. Yeah, we just did one last month or before March. We collaborate with schools and we offer these services at a very subsidized prices. Okay, because as an agency we are not looking into money too much, so this is part of our CSR, community service responsibility, so social responsibility. So we train, because we can come to a school and talk to your kids, but after that what happens? So we also train teachers. I personally Alhamdulillah, I've participated in the new curriculum. So when it comes to CBC and currently now CBE, I do that training. So that is number two. Number three, we reach out to parents through webinars. Even yesterday we had one. Every weekend, every 2 weeks, we have webinars where we create awareness, because sometimes you may talk to a youth, but the information may not reach the parents. So for parents, we have these free webinars where they join and they ask as many questions as possible. Another one is we also invite consultants through expos. Every 2-3 months we go to, like the whole of last week I was in the up country. I was in Nakuru, and then went to Eldoret, went to Kisumu. We have moved all within the North Rift. So that is also another side. We reach out to people. If they don't come, they don't come to us. So those are some of the I can say measures we have taken to ensure that we create awareness and we make people understand exactly what career they want to do and what it takes to study abroad.
And maybe what are the marketable courses that a student should take?
If you search that, there are 5 areas that these courses are very marketable in the East African region, and especially Kenya. But if I mention them, someone may say, okay, let me go that route. We know very well many students from Kenya want to pursue health-related courses. That is number one. Many Kenyan students want to pursue law. Many Kenyan students want to pursue engineering. Many Kenyan students want to pursue computer-related courses in that area. But right now, as we are speaking, in the last few months or few years, 2-3 years back, and I'm projecting it to take longer. is the computer-related areas, the cyber security, the AI, you know, the data science. So these are areas that are coming out very clear. The robotics, animations, with the automatic cars, now hybrid cars, now electric cars. So these are the areas where it is going to be very marketable in future, as my projection. But the 5 areas I mentioned, this is very common when it comes to this region of the world. Yeah.
Also, I would like to add on one more point when it comes to the computer science program. So I would like to specify the cloud computing program. So the cloud computing and AI. So this is the future. If you can see the world is totally moving to the AI part.
True.
So everything is like you can see here, it's all AI. So yes, these are the most demanding programs and most job creation programs in the future. So I must say the Kenyan youth, they have to think about the engineering, and yes, these are the major programs which is highly demanding nowadays.
Okay. Talking about the marketable courses, the ones that have been mentioned, maybe we look at Chandiga University. Does Chandiga University offer these courses?
Yes. When it comes to Chandiga University is having all these programs which we have just discussed, and above that I would like to mention we are having programs like aeronautical engineering, mechatronics, automobile engineering, electrical and electronics. So yes, these are the other major programs which we are offering here. And one more thing I would like to add on here. So we are having such programs like computer science and AI with the collaboration with the industries. So these industries have invested in the lab structure into the university system. So it means the student, they'll get a hand-on training with these labs. So they will be more practical, they will be more ready for the future. So yes, these are the bigger things from Chandigarh, which we are invested in engineering programs. And let me add on some other programs which is highly demanding in Chandigarh. So we are having programs like pharmacy, the pharmaceutical science. So yes, the pharmaceutical science, because when it comes to Africa, so there's a lot of need of good pharmacists in Africa in the future. So yes, so Chandigarh University also offering the pharmaceutical sciences. Along with that, the programs like optometry, physiotherapy, forensic sciences, nutrition and dietetics, medical. Yes, these are the healthcare programs which we are offering here for the science background students. And when it comes to the other programs, yes, we are offering here computing, business, commerce, along with that the public relation programs like journalism and mass communication, and such like the other programs we are offering here for the students.
Okay, with the courses that are offered at Chandiga University, and there are so many, I can see you've mentioned a lot. Maybe you can tell us the work opportunities for international students taking up these courses.
Yes, so when it comes to the work opportunity part, so let me talk about the historical part first. Like in history, there were students who's from Africa. They used to come to India after completion of the studies. They would travel to the most of the different part of the world for the further education or the job point of view. But now the scenario has completely changed. India has changed the completely scenario for international students. So now international students can come to India, they can study, they can do the part-time job options, and after completion of the programs, yes, there's a work opportunity available in India. Specific, I would like to highlight programs like computer science, which we have just discussed, programs like health science professionals. So these are the work opportunities available in India. So there's only thing which is different here, initially student going on the student visa, and after getting the work opportunity, so the visa will get converted from student to the work visa. So that is only the change. But yes, we are offering the work opportunity part in India.
Okay, we normally know that India is primarily known to Kenyan for its strong bilateral trade relationship, also significant for Kenyan medical tourists seeking health care, and now an increasingly popular study destination. Why is it so? What's so special about India?
Yes, so when it comes to study in India destination, so this is now a globalized destination. Students from different part of world, they are coming to India for higher education. And let me add on why should they choosing study in India destination. So there are the few of the factors which I would like to highlight here. So the number one factor is India is offering the world-class education. So yes, when it comes to world-class education, we are more emphasized for the projects, for the internships while doing the book studies. So we are very much focused for all this part. Along with that, Indian universities, they are the world topmost universities now.
Okay.
So we are having a QS world ranked university. So we are more focused for the research and innovation part. So when it comes to study, so yes, the research and innovation part is here. The third option which I would like to mention here, the corporate funding. Yes, Indian corporates, they are doing the funding to the education system. They are investing in the lab structure, they are investing in the project structure, so that students will get to know more in detail. Actually, with the lab structure, they will get to know more learning, and that will help them to grow in the career path. And when it comes to the affordability, yes, Indian education system is far affordable to the Western countries. If you can just compare the overall education system in India, it is almost 5 times lower fee comparing to the Western countries. So these are the major reasons which is actually making the study in India destination popular throughout the world.
Okay, maybe you can take an example of a course probably, and talking about affordability. And most students, when it comes to scholarship, it gives them psych to study, it gives them psych to take up different courses. You can tell us more about the scholarship opportunities that are there, and you can give us with an example of maybe a course, a health course probably.
Surely. So when it comes to as per the KCSE level or the advanced level in Kenya, if somebody has scored C and above grades at the KCSE level, so they are eligible for getting a 50% scholarship.
Okay.
Yes, let me repeat, this is the guaranteed scholarship if they are having C and above grades at the KCSE level. And when it comes to the costing part for overall for complete 4 years of duration, suppose let me give you an example, programs like computer science engineering, this is a 4-year degree program. So I'm giving you an example like the total tuition fees, the accommodation part, the living cost. So overall for complete 4 years, this will cost around $20,000 for a student from Kenya. And we are comparing this fee to the Western countries, it will go to $80,000 to $90,000. So it is almost 4 to 5 times lower fee in India when it comes to the higher education, yes.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. Maybe talking about the scholarship and everything, we find that discrimination are there. Students feels like they are discriminated when it comes to be selected to study abroad. How do you handle this kind of people? Are there any discrimination according to you?
Yeah, that's a tricky question. As an agency, I don't know at the ground level.
Okay.
But we don't go by who we favor or who is our cousin. We use it is credit based. It is merit based. So if you you submit your papers and we find that you qualify for a scholarship, sometimes we don't even know you because you share your results with us. We go through it. We share it with the universities. The university respond that he or she qualifies for 100, for 50, for 70. So by the time we meet you, you have already been granted the scholarship. So at our level, I've never experienced that. Even with the partnership we have with other institutions, I don't know if they have a way of selecting students who they will offer scholarship. But for us, it is your results. We receive every single day 30, 40 applications. Then we share with the universities. They go through it. They say, we have granted him 20, we have granted him 50. So by the time you come to our office or we meet physically, you have your scholarship with you. So it might be there. Maybe it is lack of awareness. Yeah, maybe lack of awareness, so they feel they are segregated. But in real sense, if they approach us and we see that they qualify merit-based, then there is no segregation at all. There is no favorism at all. You will be granted your scholarship because you have qualified for it.
Okay. What about the critics that are there? And we've mentioned that people think there is a lot of discrimination, people think that there is a lot of favorism, etc. How do you handle that kind of criticism?
Now, maybe that question may be directed to favorism when it comes to getting the government scholarship to study abroad and to study locally. But maybe that way, because if there is favorism, that one is maybe we'll have to follow it up with the local authorities, because as agency we don't interfere with the local system. We are not anywhere when it comes to offering scholarship to study locally. What we do, as I said earlier, as part of our services, is to find universities, favorable, affordable universities abroad that we know those people who can afford to pay fees, can afford to pay the 20,000 USD school fees plus other charges up to 40,000 USD per year. But when it comes to students who are struggling, we do it for them. We look for universities. And I want to insist on this. As we are talking right now, we have Chandiga that is offering 50%. We have other universities that are offering 45, 75, up to 100% scholarships. So reach out to us. Yeah. So when it comes to local studies and maybe the education funds and the whatever MPs are given to give us as a sponsorship on scholarships, I cannot talk about that because we don't interfere with that. Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Siddharth, you've mentioned or you've talked about the challenges the students are facing while they are in India and especially at Chandiga University. And as a senior manager, the crew that is there at Chandiga University, how do you handle these challenges that are being faced by foreign students while in India?
Okay, so as I have mentioned, so we do have a dedicated international student team which is based in the campus. So this team is always available to help out these students. So whatsoever the challenges they are facing in terms of academics, in terms of the living in the hostel, or in terms of any other issues, whatever they are facing, we are always available to help them at all different levels. And one more thing, let me add on this part. So this international team which I have just mentioned, so this team also taking care for the visa extension for the further studies. So yes, in case their visa is getting expired while studying in India, so they have to approach to this team, and this team will help them out for getting the visa extension part as well. So yes, we are this team is available. We are always available for taking care for all of your queries.
Okay. Entry level for students, you've mentioned about those with C and above, they get the 50% scholarship opportunity, and maybe for those who have below C, I believe there is no scholarship for them. But are there any chance of them studying at Chandiga University?
When it comes to the low grade student who are having below C grades, so let me tell you, because we are completely looking out for the good academic students, those who are willing to study further higher education, because let me tell you, the scholarship we are offering only to the good academic merited student over here. So the scholarship part is only for this student, and when it comes to the below C grade, so these students are even not eligible to apply with Chandigarh.
Okay, that's amazing. Let me come to you, Mr. Yusuf. You've mentioned about the services that you offered to the student as a consultant. Why is it so important? Or maybe you can repeat the services that you offered deeply, as well as you tell us the benefits of a student seeking career counseling.
Yeah, beautiful. We start our services through awareness, creating awareness, through webinars and visiting schools. We do career counseling. If a student still, after counseling, is not very clear, we do career assessment. That is a psychometric assessment. You're subjected to AI, as my colleague mentioned. That is, now we seek intervention of more advanced systems to find out exactly who are you. Because of the personality differences. After that, we do application for you. Okay, services. So what you do, you just submit your papers. We will do the so it is between me and Mr. Sid here. Okay, Sid is the short form. So that to make it easy for you. So you at the comfort of your couch in your house, I do the application processes for you. When the offer letter comes, EL eligibility letter comes, we contact you. If there is any initial payments you have to pay, we do the payments.
Okay.
I mean, not us, we help you do the payments. Of course, we send the details. We don't handle cash. We send the details to you, then you pay the initial, then the visa process starts. Now, the visa process, we know it is very hectic, especially in Kenya. Until recently, I want to applaud the government here. You know, Waswahili wanasema mgema muwe lakini haki yake umpe. What is that? Inaanzaje? Yeah. The government has done a lot when it comes to passport issuance. Now, 2 weeks, at least 3 weeks, you have your passport. Let me tell you, when it comes to visa, sometimes it is very hectic. We, as agency, in collaboration with these universities, we do it for you. And I can surprise you with Chandiga, how many days?
It's within 7 to working days, students usually get a visa for study in India.
You can imagine.
Okay.
Yes.
7, let us put maximum of 10. Even 2 weeks, it's still the lowest. But with us, because we are collaborating with them, so we will do the visa process for you. Then we'll do the pre-departure counseling. You want to, you're traveling, you're flying abroad, you're leaving your family behind. So we have to tell you the truth. You're going to meet this, you meet that, you know, you'll have homesickness, blah, blah. Sometimes we receive calls, take me back home. One student said, I want to come back home. All that, we took him to Canada and it was -10 from 25 here. So it was, no, I want to come back home. This is crazy. So until one thing, we visit these people once in a while. Every year, our director is very passionate about that.
Physically visiting
yes,
them?
physically
Okay.
visit. Physical. We've just, we were supposed, a group of, I think 5, to visit a team this May. We have moved it to June. So possibly we go there, we ask them physically, we want to see if they're complaining, we want to see if it is the hostel, we want to see. That one will not get it in any agent. We sacrifice a lot. So these are the services. Last but not least, during graduation, if your parents, the parent wants to participate, wants to join the student maybe in Chandiga University to celebrate with it, we support also in terms of visa processes and accommodation and everything. So we have our people there already. So Zamzam is coming, ukifika at the airport, you will be picked, you know, 5-star, you know, welcoming to the university.
At your service. You're telling me everything at my service. Okay.
Thank you.
Now that's the step he was telling about. He was taking us through the step from high school to how Kenyan students find themselves studying in India. From there, what's the process from there?
Okay, so after reaching to India, because from, if we'll talk about specific from Kenya, there's a direct flight connectivity from Nairobi to New Delhi. And after reaching to New Delhi, there's an official representative from university will welcoming these students at the airport. And after welcoming, so we are going to transfer these students from New Delhi airport to Chandigarh campus. So yes, after transferring to them, yes, all the things will get taken care of over there. So there's a proper accommodation facilities, so which we are going to offer them. They can take rest. Next day onwards, they can come to the department. They can complete the documentation part. And after completion of the documentation part, then there's a proper team which will take them for the campus round.
Okay.
So they will taking them for the entire campus round. They will see the whole campus. And yes, this is a world-class facility which we are offering here for all the international students in the campus.
Okay. That brings me to a question.
Yeah.
About why should I study in India? Why should I study outside the country? Let me start with you.
Yeah. There are so many reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe what are the benefits?
Yeah. Number one is exposure.
Okay.
You know, Zamzam will agree with me that you are born in region A, you were schooled primary region A, secondary region A, university region A, got married region A, you are growing old region A. Even your grave will be in region A. So your mind will be confined within region A. So the network and the waves that you are grabbing is just within the region A. Once you travel, and traveling is part of our I believe all faith, books of faith or all faith advocate for traveling. Our Islam talks about traveling. Siru fil ardi, move, go. Okay. Another verse says, "Alam takun ardullahi wasiya." The world is wide. Why didn't you travel? So exposure is very important. Number two, and this is a challenge to leaders in the education sector, and I want to take this opportunity also to challenge the new PS. Thank you very much. You're my lecturer. So some of the courses we offer, when you study abroad, you get the first-hand information. I'll give an example. You go to study abroad at a university and you're doing AI or you're doing psychology. The psychology in those universities are AI psychology. They use AI to study. In fact, they study your brain first before you are taught psychology to study others, of which I feel we have not reached there. When we talk of mechatronic, this is a new course that combines engineering and computer science and mechanical engineering, because of the new electric cars. I don't think in our country we have reached there. So imagine studying at a university where you go to the lab and you are subjected to the real Tesla car, not a toy, for example. So that is another reason why people go to study abroad. Another reason is most of the practicals you do, it's like you are already in the market. You do hospitality course. You are subjected to not a hotel outside the campus, but within the campus, a 5-star Hilton, kind of hotel, whereby everything is just exactly like the 7-star. So by the time you leave the university, you go to the real world, you don't feel any difference. Imagine, I don't want to mention, but imagine just you're studying in one of our locals and you go to first practical, or you are now employed as a medic in one of their hospitals, and you get a big scan, a machine or MRI machine, and maybe you didn't get chance to do the practical with that, so you'll have to be trained again. So these are some of the benefits. Number 4, chances to explore the world. Some of the universities we work with, we have the student, like the question you asked about Kenya and other countries abroad. Now we have those countries with other countries abroad. You study in India, you study in Malaysia, for example, you study in your house, but you want to complete your studies in USA. So there is that kind of relationship, academic relationship, where you can transfer to complete your studies in a different country, maybe UK, Australia, Canada, or franchise program, or you can study all the 4 years in the country of choice, but during your internship, you can do your internship maybe in one of the countries that you wish to work after that. And that connects me to, last but not least, work opportunities. You will agree with me, Zamzam, that most of us tarmac after we do our studies. That is the reality. But with the universities abroad, they have moved from I can say it is inquiry-based studies, where students are given chance to why am I studying, why this course, why, what so this gives them chance to meet different companies during expos. They come to universities, they market themselves, and that is an opportunity for you to sell yourself, give them your portfolio, give them your CV. So by the time you are in your 3rd year, you have already sold yourself. You are done with 4th year, you're in the job market.
I think that carries a lot on the benefits of why I should study outside the country or maybe study abroad. One last, briefly, you can give us your parting shot for those who are watching you right now, for the students who are planning maybe to study abroad as far as Chandiga is concerned.
Yes, so I would like to mention here, like, see, the KCSE student is already out there, those who are having the results in their hand, so they can come up for the inquiries. Yes, they can connect over here, and this is a golden opportunity for them to get inquire about the academics, about the facilities which we are offering here for the international students, all the hostel facilities, the work opportunities, the hand-on life training for the students, and what are the options available after completion of the studies. So yes, we are here to guide them in a proper way so that they can come up and they can get all the information from us.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you all of you for coming here today.
One button, just
You know, I think time is not on our side. Okay.
Yeah. Two quick ones. One, I want to call upon different institutions. Please support students to study abroad. We have these scholarship opportunities. Some of them cannot afford. Please come to us, IEC. We will link you with these scholarship opportunities, then support them. Number two, tomorrow we will be hosting Chandiga University at our facilities at Parklands. It is in the Friday bulletin. Come in large numbers. You will have one-on-one consultation with Mr. Sid here to explore most opportunities in India. Thank you very much for taking 2 seconds.
Thank you very much. That is very important. I don't know how we forgot about that one. Anyways, that was all for today. And they say knowledge is power. Use your time well. Explore the world. Until next Friday, my name is Zamzam Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.